Hello everyone, this is Michael. Yeah, I'm here in the very lovely office space talking to you guys about something that I feel that I need to discuss quickly. Back is doing a lot better. I'm in better shape, so I'm about 80% there in terms of being able to kind of move around, sleep, rest, and do all that other stuff. So that's doing really well. Discuss a bit more about that later on and talk about this. Now, I'm having a bit of a problem and it's something that really irks me actually, and it's kind of my thing today that I'm going to vent to you because obviously this is a problem. YouTube, or as they're known as Team YouTube or YouTube creators, is something that's been put in place to help people like me, people who have channels on YouTube's platform. The biggest problem I'm having as a YouTuber, as someone who basically creates content on this platform, is that I don't get as much coverage as someone with a bigger platform. So you've got guys like Logan Paul, Philip DeFranco. They have someone that they can talk to, their very own person on Team YouTube, who can help them get things sorted. Whereas someone like me, who's got a smaller channel, I have over like 845 subscribers. My channel is very, very small. I don't get that help. And it's causing a bit of an issue for someone like me, because every time I contact them with an issue with someone who abuses the copyright content system, for instance, I don't get any help. I don't get anyone coming up going, oh, yeah, we'll help you with that. That's, let's see if we can fix the issue. They don't care basically about someone like me or someone with a smaller channel, because what's the point of caring really? I do not give them any revenue, right, in terms of something they can sell to advertisers. And it causes a huge problem. I've had an issue with the agency behind Martin McDonough, who took down one of my videos. Now, this video didn't get much traction. It's not got like 2,000 views. It's not like a million view video that I want to monetize and get advertisements or sell any like shirts or anything on. For me, it matters because it's a history of things that happen on this platform where YouTube, in terms of dealing with a situation, they will get a claim from someone, like what happened with the Toei group, who basically decided, hey, we're gonna take out anything that has a name or an inkling of our content in it, copyright claim it and take it down and file a takedown and get the channel taken down over it. They did that with a content creator, and I watched this video recently where they blatantly violated the copyright system. Most companies are supposed to submit, this is the reason why it has violated our system, why it's not deemed fair use. Now, the video I did was a monologue on the Pillow Man, and it basically counts as fair use because I was looking at the UK's Copyright Act and also the Digital Millennium Copyright Act in the US, because these are the two things that I need to cover what fair use is and deemed in a court of law what fair use is. I basically did a monologue, which was a small little snippet of speech from Ariel, who was a character in the Pillow Man himself. He's in one of the stories. This monologue was paraphrased to an extent because there was a few words that weren't correct in that monologue. It wasn't a production based, it wasn't me licensing, like performing their material without a license so I could monetize and claim that content, because nothing on this channel was monetized. So if you see any adverts for something on one of my high traction videos, it usually because YouTube have monetized that video and they're making money off that video, despite the fact that I can't make money off of it. They basically, without actually enforcing their own rules, YouTube's own rules, went, yeah, we're going to take this video down. We're going to let you take this video down and give this guy a copyright strike. They asked me to file a counterclaim, which is what I did. And every time I filed a counterclaim, they said that I didn't give enough information, despite the fact that the video has my face and the video has my voice, just like pretty much it's the same video as you see here. But with one extra caveat, it's me basically saying the words to this monologue. So I checked the UK's Copyright Act, and there's a few things that it says, and I'm going to bring it up quickly under one of the history tab here and discuss this because it bugs me, because it doesn't violate anything in its act. It doesn't violate anything in the Digital Millennium Copyright Act either. I've seen people on TikTok literally take snippets from films, do TikTok videos on them, and post them on YouTube as shorts, and they don't get filed. A claim doesn't get filed by the studio. And this is it, and this is just less than that. So we're going to talk about the gov.co.uk. If you want to basically check out the exception to copyright, I'll leave a link in the description below. And it says fair dealing. Fair dealing is their term for fair use. And it goes, certain exceptions only apply if the use of work is fair dealing. For example, the exceptions relating to the research or private study, criticism, review, or news reporting. So mine doesn't come under criticism or review, but it does come under private study. But at the same time, because it's available to everyone, they may not use that, but there are some factors. The factors that have been identified as the court as relevant, determining whether a particular video is not fair use includes if the work affect the market for the original work. So if it's used in works or acts as a substitute for it, causing the owner to lose revenue. Have they lost revenue from my video? No, because the video, one, is not monetized, and two, it's a snippet, which basically means that it's transformative because it's only a small little bit. It's not like I'm word for word performing the entirety of this play, because then I would have to license it. Is the amount of work taken reasonable and appropriate? Was it necessary to use the amount that was taken? Yes, because it is a monologue, which means it's a small snippet of something that's being said. Monologues are used in a lot of stuff. A lot of people use Shakespeare, for instance, and a lot of people use different plays. Now, there's also reference to another video at the bottom that another guy produced, similar monologue, but he did a bit more, like he had a huge chunk, didn't get taken down. Mine was the only video that got taken down. And also the relative importance of any factor that will vary according to the case in hand and the type of dealing in question. Basically, in layman's terms, does my video violate fair use in the UK? No. Does it violate fair use in the US under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act? No. So they have basically abused the system and taken down a video based on the fact that it says Ariel's monologue, Pillow Man, Martin McDonough. So they went by the description without watching the video, which is what 99% of people who go onto videos and criticize you for or say something to you like, oh, I find that wrong. Did you watch the video? No, you didn't. So it's important to be aware that media such as DVDs, ebooks are often protected by the technological protection measures, TPMs, and also known as copyright protection measures that prevent unauthorized access to copying, right? This is not protected by TPMs because, again, I am not even performing it. I am saying words, right? So it's not covered under copyright protection because it's deemed fair use. In relation to certain exceptions, if you are making use of an exception and copy someone else's work, it is necessary for you to significantly acknowledge their work. For example, where you copied all the substantial parts of the work on purposes of criticism and review. Did I copy the substantial part, the entirety of this work? No. Parody, caricature, and pastiche. So mine would become as a caricature because I'm performing as this character. So I'm giving my interpretation of this character. So it's a caricature. There is an exception for copyright that permits people to use limited amounts of copyright material, which was a limited amount. The owner's permission for the purpose of parody, caricature, and pastiche. For example, a comedian may use a few lines from a film, song, or parody sketch, or a cartoonist may reference well-known artwork or illustration for caricature. An artist also may use small fragments or range of films or composers as large of pastiche of work. So again, the monologue I performed, because the fact I didn't use the complete work, was known as a caricature or a pastiche of that work. So that's where you frame it. So YouTube, in their ultimate wisdom, and I'll reference the Toei video as well at the bottom, in their ultimate wisdom, they were supposed to ask, how does this infringe your copyright? They didn't ask this. They just allowed these guys to take it down. They shouldn't have. And instead of rectifying the situation or fixing the situation, they just instead said to me, talk to them. If I was a bigger YouTuber with a larger following and I had like 1 million subs, etc., and they knew that they were going to lose revenue over this, I would have probably had them apologizing to me in regards to the situation. And they probably would have stated, hey, sorry about that. We'll fix that for you. Are they going to fix this? No. They've instead said to me, that's none of our business. I'm sick and I'm tired of this platform treating people like me, smaller channels, like we don't exist. I'm getting sick and tired of bigger channels bastardizing our works, which does happen, and them being told that YouTube can't do anything when these channels copyright claim our work and try and steal from us. I am tired of being bullied around by big companies and corporations and agencies who think that they can basically take the piss. They've done whatever the hell they want to do and basically just do what they like, because to me, what they're saying is, well, if you've got this many subscribers, we'll help you out, right? Because you've got a voice and you have a fan base that's going to yell at us for not doing our job properly. But the smaller channels, we don't give a shit. It's classist. Because if you're poor, then no one gives a shit about you. They'll just basically use you and say that you're a strain on society because you're poor. And the fact that YouTube are so freaking classist that they don't care about people like me and all they give a shit about is their big money earners, it makes me sick. Sick to my stomach. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Tell me your thoughts. Share the video, please. Share. In order for me to get this out, that's the only way that we're gonna get anywhere. Otherwise, there's not anything else I can do. Thanks for listening to me, guys, and I will be coming back with more content soon. I just need to get to rest for another couple of weeks before I'm ready and able to start reviewing stuff. Hope you have a great day. And it's been Michael Burhan saying thank you, and I'll see you soon.